Hey. If you caught that super arcane cultural reference, hey, really glad you're here. We might be kindred spirits. If you didn't catch the cultural reference, that's okay. We still might be kindred spirits. I'm assuming you showed up here because of the word tarot in the title of my channel. So we might have a lot in common. Hang around for a minute. You probably have some questions. First of all, welcome to Nothing Special Tarot and also my living room. So those questions, probably things like, who the hell are you? And why should I watch a channel called Nothing Special Tarot? Do you even know how to read tarot cards? And hey, aren't you my friend's crazy aunt who goes absolutely insane every September when they release all the pumpkin spice, apple, cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever in our retail spaces? Yes, that's me. So anyway, let's start answering the questions. Who the hell am I? I'm Angela. Hello. Nice to meet you. I am somebody who I would describe as begrudgingly woo. And I say begrudgingly woo because I'm also a very logical person. I am an autistic woman, and we as a collective like things that make sense. We pride ourselves on being logical. I'm one of those people who, if you were to approach me and say, hey, Angela, I saw this really cool study about how left-handed Scorpios make the best tarot readers, my first question to you would be, oh, cool, where? What journal was it published in? What was the sample size? How did they find their sample? Who funded it? Yeah, I'm that person. I'm that killjoy. But I've also seen and experienced too much crazy stuff in my life to know that sometimes there are things that modern science or medicine cannot explain. Spiritual things. And maybe they're just not meant to be explained, just meant to be experienced. So, yeah, I'm begrudgingly woo, but unapologetically woo. So, let me consult my note cards. I've been sitting on this channel for a hot minute. Like, I've had the idea for a while, and my first thought was, oh, I will launch the channel on the new moon in Scorpio. That was also my birthday. Seems appropriate, right? No. The new moon in Scorpio had other ideas for me. And then the Mercury retrograde that was happening in Scorpio and Sagittarius, that also had some other ideas for me. So then I thought, okay, all right, I will launch the channel New Moon in Sagittarius. I was born under a new moon in Sagittarius. Seems appropriate, right? No, no, it still didn't happen. And so I got to solstice, and I'm like, okay, this is like the most magical day of the year. That's when I'm going to do it. I spent the whole day doing some major house cleaning. And I mean that metaphorically and literally. So, yeah, Spirit finally poked me in the ribs. And I'm going to tell you exactly how that happened. It happened today. And it also gives you a little insight into how Spirit communicates with me. So I got up this morning, normal morning, right? Got up, went to the bathroom, washed my face, brushed my hair, started to brush my teeth, and out of nowhere, loud and clear in my head, I hear, "Life is a mystery. Everyone will stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home." And I thought, okay, that was different. Interesting, right? File it away. Maybe it'll make sense later. It'll be relevant somehow. So yeah, I got dressed, I made my bed, came out here to my living room, and started to do my morning card pull. Every morning I sit down and I have some coffee and I pull some oracle cards, just a couple, to see, what I might need to keep in mind for the day. Is there anything I should watch out for or be alert to? And no kidding, you can't make this up. This is the first card that I got. I'm going to hold it a little closer. See what it says? Life is a mystery. And I was like, no way. Come on, Spirit, really? So I pulled another card from the same deck. And I got Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. And I'm like, okay, all right. What else you got for me? So then I pull out Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. And at this point, even though I think most of you out there are probably saying, wow, Spirit was really bonking you over the head with this, you'd be right, but sometimes I'm very obtuse. So I got a different deck and I pulled out this card, the Musician, which upon first inspection doesn't really seem to be relevant, but I'm going to read you what it says in the book. Okay? So, the musician is the dawn that follows the night, the hopeful optimism after a period of struggle. After facing your problems, you're now in alignment with your true self, or will be soon. And it's time to appreciate yourself for the struggles you've come through. Given your achievements, you're also in a unique position to provide inspiration to others who are still facing their own personal darkness. I do agree with that part. That's part of why I'm here. We'll get to that later. But, I had to pull just a couple of more cards. So I pulled this one, the Roots card, Ancestry, Legacy, Tradition. Are my ancestors around me? Yes. I think this is their way of reminding me, hey, we're right here. Just do the damn thing, right? I pulled another card from another deck. Spring. See your seeds grow. And then the last one that I pulled was from the Moonology deck. Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. So, okay. Spirit got me. Here I am recording this, even though I've been procrastinating for an extremely long time. I don't know. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to be in front of a camera, but I feel very called to do this. I feel very called to read tarot cards for strangers on the internet. Go figure. So let's get to, do you even know how to read tarot? Short answer, yeah, I do. But I can tell you more about that. We got to time travel though. Picture it. 1986, suburban Texas. There's a girl who wears pretty much head to toe black, topped off by her father's combat jacket from his time in the army. She likes to write really bad poetry while furiously chain smoking and listening to bands like Depeche Mode and The Cure and Susie and the Banshees and the Smiths, you know, way back before Morrissey became an intolerant, xenophobic asshole. Anyway, this girl's friend, who also liked to ponder the mysteries of life, gives her a gift for her 15th birthday. A deck of tarot cards and some books about how to read them. This is it. These are the cards. I was the girl. I still have the books too, which are showing their age. And you know, I tried to read them not too long ago, but my God, you guys, look at how tiny the print is. I can't see it. I'm getting older. So yeah, I've been reading tarot cards on and off, not quite 40 years. And I say on and off because tarot, like any other spiritual practice, I mean, sometimes life gets in the way, right? And between getting married, getting divorced, and having babies, and going to grad school, and taking care of my mom with Alzheimer's, yeah, I just would put my cards on the shelf and leave them there for a while. And after my mom passed last year, I thought, you know, it's time to get back to this. It really is. And then after some, we'll say, tower moments, I thought, yeah, this is something I could do all the time. So I immersed myself into TarotTube, where I was equally inspired, sometimes reviled. Anyway, the conclusion I came to is this. There's a lot of really good tarot readers out there. I mean, people who are so incredibly knowledgeable about everything esoteric. People with incredible tarot reading skills, and not to mention the ability to channel insanely accurate information. Just really talented people. And I found them to be really inspiring and maybe a little intimidating as well. But, you know, I realized as I was watching, there's such a diversity of readers. And some of them I vibed with, and some of them I did not vibe with. That's just human nature, right? Not everybody's going to get along. Not everybody's going to like each other. And I thought, there's room for me here. Yeah, there's definitely room for me here. So I was inspired by these other tarot readers on YouTube. I mean, someday maybe I will put the list in the description or something like that, because they're great. And, you know, that's the cool thing about TarotTube. You can watch one person, 5 people, 10 people. Don't watch 10 people. I think that means you're spending too much time watching TarotTube. But, you know, just like friends, some friends you go to when you want to commiserate, right? Some friends you go to when you want to go out and have a good time. Like, you have different relationships with different people. And I think it's the same with tarot readers. You know, I might find something that another reader misses, and vice versa, right? We all tap into spirit in our own way. And yeah, I'm a tad rusty, but tarot is a language. And it's like any other language, right? The more you speak it, the better you get. I mean, I took German for 3 years in high school. Do I have the chance to ever speak to other people in German, face to face, in real life? No, I do not. But if you dropped me into the countryside of Bavaria right now, I'd probably get along okay. I'd figure it out. It might even be ausgezeichnet, right? So why did I name this channel Nothing Special Tarot? A few reasons. First one, it was inspired by a baseball t-shirt. Now, I don't know exactly what it means because I know nothing about baseball. Just somebody I know had a t-shirt, said nothing special, and had a baseball player on it. And I said, what is that supposed to mean? And he said, oh, you wouldn't get it. You're not a baseball person. And I was like, okay. The other reason I went with nothing special is because while I was immersed in Tarot Tube, I noticed there were so many people that were, you know, sort of emphasizing one aspect of their personality or their gifts, right? And I thought, well, where do I fit in here? Someone's already taken the autistic angle and somebody's already taken the Gen X angle. And then I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter. I am who I am, right? Like, I am all of those things. I am everything and nothing. I'm nothing special, just like everybody else. Like, we're all special, right? In our own way, we're all really special. So that kind of makes us not special. And you know, that's the thing. We're all unremarkable, right? We go about our daily life. We pass each other on the street, in the grocery store, in traffic. We might even interact for a brief period of time. But we very rarely talk to each other or even like really see each other. I mean, it would take something really spectacular to make most people say, oh, hey, I wonder what the deal is with that guy, right? But here's the thing. We all have remarkable stories to tell. Every last one of us. We have remarkable stories in our past, and we have remarkable stories that have yet to be written. And I think tarot helps us write that story. Like, it's not just a divination tool, it's a really great psychological tool that can give you perspective, maybe help you think of something you hadn't thought of before. And I would really like to be part of that. So yeah, Nothing Special Tarot, where we can all be unspecial together. I really haven't stuck to these note cards. And you know, it's so funny. I used to do public speaking, like for my job. Public speaking, community fairs. It never really gets easier. And I guess that's just because I'm an extreme introvert. But, you know, that doesn't prevent me from connecting to people. And I would like to think that we will be able to make a connection. And maybe I will say something helpful for you if you decide to come back and watch a reading or two, you know. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I'd really like for you to come back and let me read some tarot and oracle cards for you. Oh, I almost forgot. This was actually funny. So while I was sitting here procrastinating again about actually turning on the record button and starting this whole video, my neighbors outside started to make a lot of noise, which would probably translate in here to this microphone. And I started to get anxious. And I'm like, okay, I'll just pull another oracle card for myself. So I got out this deck, this one right here. It is the Human Spirit Oracle. It's so pretty. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Anyway, this is the card that I pulled right here. And I'm going to read you the description. It's the road less traveled. It was reversed though. So, here we go. All right. Driver's license and registration, please. You are on the right path. Truly being your most authentic you. We absolutely love this about you. You have been enjoying the journey, finding all those little hidden treasures on your road to Humanville. Don't worry about being in the fast lane. Set your cruise control and make your own way. You have charted your own course, written your own map, and sometimes this can be a lonely, solitary journey, and that's okay. Put some tunes on that you are too embarrassed to play when others are in the car and sing your heart out. I've already done that. I do that all the time. I sing at the grocery store, you guys. It embarrasses my offspring. That's not why I do it. I just have this really weird compulsion to sing along, even if I don't particularly like the song. It might be a verbal stem, I'm not sure. Anyway, the rest of this. When you have reached your destination, it is okay to send your coordinates to others. It's not your directions they need, but a beacon to start a journey of their own on the road less traveled. Until then, remember, there is no roadmap or GPS needed right now. Stay on your course because the destination is an authentic life lived. So, yeah. I don't know if I can inspire anybody else out there to do something they authentically love to do, but I definitely wanted to inspire my kids. Now, both my kids are grown, really, but you never stop being a parent. You never stop wanting to set a good example for them, right? So I guess I also wanted to show them it is never too late to start over. It's really not. You can start over anytime you want, any way you want, but you just have to actually do it. Don't procrastinate. And now I can say that because I stopped procrastinating. That said, I'm going to post this probably later tonight. I have a confession to make. I have no tech skills whatsoever. Like, this truly is kicking it old school, like YouTube 20 years ago, just some random person broadcasting from their living room with no tech skills. I spent a lot of time taking care of my mom, and that entire time I went nowhere near a computer. I mean, my phone, that's it. My laptop got super dusty, no desktop, like, yeah. I don't even know how to make a thumbnail, but I'm going to figure it out. And so if you'll just have a little bit of patience with me, like the tarot stuff will be good, the tech stuff, not so much right away. I'm going to learn. I truly am. I've invested in this. So, yeah, I would love for you to come back. And if you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time out to stay with me while I ramble. And also, apparently that appeases the YouTube overlords of algorithm. So, yeah, I invite you now to like, share, click, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anything at all to help out my fledgling little channel. I mean, I do want to monetize this. I do have bills to pay. I like having food, shelter, and clothing. As you can see, I have cats. I have two. And they're special needs cats with really bad allergies. They're rescues. They came in with feline herpes. One's blind. Anyway, yeah. I do want to monetize this channel. So, any like, any subscribe, all of that stuff. Truly, truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, I have a catchphrase. Everyone's supposed to have a catchphrase, right? Are you ready? Here's mine. Don't be nice. Be kind. Okay. See you later, hopefully. I'll probably post a reading sometime tomorrow or the next day. We'll see. I promise. No procrastination this time. See you soon. Oh, see, this thing's not working again. Excuse me while I reach up here